my God, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another hot episode of a very special podcast. This is the podcast in which we talk about all of your favorite TV series from yesteryear, and then we discuss it over a little mug of coffee and maybe a can of Coca-Cola or two. I'm your boy, Patrick M. Dunn, and I'm joined here, as always, by my woe man with a plan, Kat Halstead, the author.
I never know how you're going to introduce me. It's always a surprise.
It's always a surprise to me too, because as I'm just doing the first part of the intro, I'm trying to simultaneously in my head think of something to introduce you as, and that one just popped into my head. It might be related to something tonight. We'll find out. Who knows? One never knows.
We shall find out.
Yes. Welcome back to the Holly Jolly Jamboree. Is that what we called it?
You did
Yeah.
it! You got it right! He did it! Woohoo! It is the Holly Jolly Jamboree!
Yes, maybe we'll cue in the Holly Jolly Jamboree theme song for the special holiday episodes, which I don't know if we did one last year. We had one
didn't.
plotted.
I think we both watched what we were gonna do, and then we never recorded it.
Yeah, we sat down, or I sat down anyway. I made notes. I had a lot of stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll do it this year. One never knows.
We probably should.
Yeah, I still probably have my notes somewhere, so
Probably.
I don't have to do a lot of work. Yeah, I just gotta watch the episode again for a quick little rebuttal.
Exactly.
Anyway, we may or may not do that, and we're not going to bring it up just in case we don't, and we don't want people clamoring for this on our YouTube page. I don't want to get inundated with 2 YouTube comments just clamoring for this show. So instead, we're going to slide into the holiday season. What are we sliding into the holiday season with? Because this is a show that we've kind of done this show on the podcast, right?
We've talked about its existence. We've talked about justice for one of the co-stars.
And there might be a bit of an identity crisis because we actually very briefly had a side pod to this called Getting Catty with Pat and Kat.
Yes.
And we watched an episode of the show. I don't know why we didn't just make it part of the regular podcast, but whatever.
Why do I not remember that? Why do I not remember anything from Getting Catty?
I don't know. I don't really either, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Maybe I'll push it out as a special bonus ep. Who knows? Just watch the main feed. Watch the skies, as I always say. All right. So instead of me interrupting you 1,600 times, what are we doing tonight?
We are doing the CBS sitcom Kevin Can Wait.
Yes, the modern-ish show it was on the air for 2 seasons, starring Kevin James, Aaron Hayes. Justice for Aaron Hayes, everybody.
Yes, justice for Aaron Hayes.
And then in season 2 onward, it was Leah Remini. She returned to her Kevin James roots. It was kind of a quasi King of Queens reunion, so to say.
Yeah.
Except
Something
they were
like that.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I was really excited about Leah Remini being on the show, and then I watched one episode and dipped and never went back to it.
Yeah. So today I started watching the season 2 Christmas episode just to because I was like, did they even do a Christmas episode? And they did, and it was not good.
So in my quick little surface dive of Kevin Can Wait season 2, I guess the show was retooled, obviously, but I think the whole
heavily
vibe,
retooled.
the whole vibe of the show kind of changed as well.
Yeah.
I think other than the kids, I don't think a lot of the supporting characters came back, from my understanding anyway. I don't know. Am I right?
It was a whole different world. It was awkward. I didn't enjoy it as much. I think Kevin James and Aaron Hayes had such an amazing chemistry together.
Yeah, I agree.
They played off each other really well, and it highlights that in this episode. This is a good episode of this show.
I know. I'm going to throw this out there. You kind of dragged me into doing this, and I was just dreading watching this. And the first 3 minutes, I hated myself for watching this. But then all of a sudden, there was a strange turnaround,
Hmm.
and I was actually starting to enjoy it.
Yeah. It like definitely turned around and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. The way Aaron and Kevin play off each other is wonderful.
It's great. And I love Erin Hayes, but I'm also going to throw this out there. I think the only reason I like Erin Hayes is just because we talk about her all the time on this podcast.
This is totally on me. I totally have started this like Aaron Hayes fangirl slight movement.
I'm her biggest fan, and I'm going to also throw this out there. This is the only thing I know her from other than Kevin can go fuck himself, to be honest with you. um, which we also got to kind of talk about that show, a show I've never seen. I've only seen clips of it on YouTube.
Same. I've never
Or
actually watched it. I've only seen
TikTok.
clips of it.
And I'm wildly intrigued by the concept of it, and I enjoyed what little I've seen of it, but I just have not felt like sitting down and watching this.
Yeah.
One day, we'll save it. We'll save it for the doldrums, the January doldrums.
No, there's no doldrums in January because you know what January is?
Jason Bateman January.
Jason Bateman January!
We're getting way too excited over very little, to be honest with you. People probably fucking hate us.
You're gonna put that on like TikTok or something.
I may do your little cheerleader rant about Jason Bateman January, and your excitement at the very top of the hour. I don't know. You shouted over something as well. I can't remember what it was. But before we get into the show, I also want to bring up something that we talked a lot about on the podcast before, and I kind of teased this in a text message to you maybe a week ago.
Oh dear God.
If you go back and listen to a lot of our holiday-themed episodes, like around this time of year, we're always talking about hot Dr. Peppers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But another thing we always talk about is
yes.
the Watergate salad.
Yes.
And I was at work a weekish ago. I don't know how this came up in conversation, but one of my coworkers, one of my gal pals, she's an older gal. She's kind of my mentor. I always look to her for guidance and comedy relief as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just sitting there chatting. We were talking about some weird banana pudding type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, she goes, "You know what? I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but, we used to always make a Watergate salad." And my eyes lit up. My eyes lit up, and she was beside herself that I knew what a Watergate salad was. So we're gonna, we haven't had the opportunity to work together yet because I don't see her that often, but we're planning before Christmas, we're gonna have a Watergate salad night, and we're just gonna crush it.
I am very excited for you. And I kind of think I'm going to go into my Walmart app right now and add the ingredients for a Watergate salad.
You know what? Here's an idea for the podcast.
Yeah.
We should have a Watergate salad bake-off, and you do one, I do one, and we video caption it, and we have people judge. They can't judge it on taste, but on looks.
I'm like, how are we going to judge?
You know what? Maybe I'll like mail a sample to you. You mail a sample to me. I don't know how that flies. I don't know.
That's not going to fly, buddy.
You can't throw some dry ice in there?
No.
Ship it across the country? Okay. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the logistics. Maybe we'll hire somebody to fly back and forth between locations.
Let me just call up Amalfi Jets real quick.
Yeah. I mean, if we were going to do that, I would just fly to you or you just fly to me. I don't know why we're like paying for someone to fly back and forth.
True.
I don't know. Who knows? We're fucking crazy. All right. So that's my little sidebars for the day. Do you want to do a quick rundown of the show, or do you want to get into this night of television, a cast breakdown? How do you want to do it tonight? What's on the agenda?
Let's do this night in television, then a rundown of the show. The same format we pretty much do all the time.
True, but I always seem to forget how we do this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're so professional. So professional. Okay, so this is a season 1, episode 12. So
Yes.
we're midway through season 1. We've pretty much established the format here. This episode aired on December 12th, 2016, which in my head seems very, very recent, almost yesterday-ish, but in reality
Yeah.
it's 9 years ago, which blows
That
my
is
mind, to be honest with you.
crazy. 9 years?
Because in my head, this show was just on the air not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not that long ago. Alright, I don't know about this night of television. I feel that we're creeping into the death of network television here. I feel like we're past that point, looking at the schedule.
Yeah.
So, a new game we could play on the podcast is, when did network television officially pass away? And we'll use this as our baseline, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll determine the layers of hell that network television became.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
so
do
here we
it.
go. December 12th, 2016. It was a Monday. All right, you
Okay.
think Monday night, just think of the many years of television, all the great shows that were on the air from, I don't know, 1950 something to now. And I'm sure you could think of dozens and dozens of programs that were on this night, right?
Um,
Possibly.
Not gonna lie. I'm kind of drawing a blank.
I mean, only thing that comes to mind right now, I'm thinking of Melrose Place. I'm thinking of Seventh Heaven. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Blossom, A
How I
Different
Met Your
World,
Mother.
How
Everybody
I Met Your
Loves
Mother,
Ray.
Mend. Everyone loves Raymond.
Raymond, whatever.
Close, close. King of Queens.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
s- not the biggest night of television. It ain't got the guns that a Thursday night has, or maybe even a '90s era Sunday, but
Yeah.
not too shabby. Not too shabby. Monday Night Football, everybody. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Maybe the Baltimore's playing the Patriots. Who knows? The Baltimore Ravens. One never knows. All
Hey,
right.
you were able to name 2 football teams.
Yes, only because
Very
I'm
proud
looking
of
at a
you.
TV. I'm looking at a TV guide, and they were playing tonight. The Ravens and the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, so we already know that's on tonight. But it's on cable. It's on ESPN. It's not even on network.
Yeah, it's been on ESPN for a while now.
I did not know that. Did not
Yeah.
know that. All right. Want to start off with our boys at the alphabet, ABC?
Yeah, what's ABC got?
Um, First off, this night completely surprised me because the first show that was on tonight at 8 o'clock, I had never heard of. And
Okay.
apparently, the 15th season premiere is actually premiering tonight on the day we're recording.
It's the Christmas light fight, isn't it?
Yes. Your dog's excited for it too.
Yeah.
Sh- Shout out to Popeye. Shout out to
Papa is
Popeye.
like, yeah, baby.
Yeah. He
I
heard
don't
you
know.
say
I think we're hyped up. We've been cooped up in the house the last 2 days.
yeah, he's all jamboreed up, holly jolly jamboreed for the Christmas light fight, which
Yeah.
I've never heard of. I've never heard of
You've
this.
never heard of it?
No.
Okay. So they'll take like 4 houses. Papa, you can knock it off.
Yeah. Popeye.
Papa, it's good. You're a good boy. You are such a good boy. I promise you're a boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw. Cameo by Popeye. I always love a good dog cameo in podcasts.
um so they take like 4 families like from all over the country. It's not even like 4 people on the same block or anything like that. And like these are the people who go all freaking out on their Christmas displays.
Okay.
Like the kind where like it's news. Like if they weren't gonna do it, people be like, "What happened? Is everything okay? Did they die?" That sort of
Is
thing.
this like the Tim Allen versus Doc Johnson or whatever his name, like, type competition show?
Kind of, sort of, except not just in a neighborhood. Like, so a family from Alabama will be competing with against a family in Wisconsin, and one in Maine, and one in like Santa Fe, New Mexico,
Okay.
or something.
And there's quote unquote celebrity judges on this show.
Yeah. And then
Anyone famous that we know?
um I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, in all honesty.
I just like in my head envision someone from The Bachelor, like one of the Bachelors
Honestly,
just
that's probably
hosting
who like
this.
pops up because
Yeah. Rachel Riley.
ABC can't seem to like understand that they're not really celebrities. They can go and fade away, as Rex Manning would say.
They need to do something. They need to do something. I mean, I guess now they just go do The Traitors, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and Dancing with the Stars.
And what's the other? House of Villains.
Oh,
Whatever
and
it's
then they
called.
also like they have to start their own podcast. They
I mean,
always start their own podcast, and I'm like, do you guys really have anything of interest to say?
do we have anything of interest to say? Why are you knocking them for doing a podcast?
Well, to be fair, we've been doing this for 11 years.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And we come up with topics. They just like talk about like whatever. They act like they're hosts of The View or something.
And I was going to say they've probably been doing a podcast for 3 weeks, and they probably have quadruple the amount of listeners that we
probably.
do.
All because they were on The Bachelor. It's just like the Big Brother house guests. Oh, you were on Big Brother? Here's a podcast.
I mean, what else are you going to do? As I said a minute ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the Great Christmas Light Fight, and it's been running for 15 years, and I have just discovered it today. Mark your calendars, everybody. I did not know this was a thing. I did not know this was in existence. I don't know. As I said, this is is this the final nail in the coffin on network television? Was this the first nail going in the coffin? Was this the last
It's definitely
nail?
not the first nail.
Not the first nail. It's a nail.
It's definitely a nail in the coffin.
All right. Well, following this lovely show, this fun little holiday treat, at 10 o'clock, because apparently this show's on for 2 hours. At 10 o'clock, we get The Great American Bacon Show.
Yeah.
Which, is that just a take on the British Bake Off, whatever it is that's on Netflix?
That's exactly what it is.
It's just the Americanized version of it, the bastardized Americanized version.
Yep.
I just picture in my head just people going to, I don't know, a fucking fast food restaurant and just buying a pie from McDonald's and be like, hey, we baked this.
No, you actually have to like bake it on site.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to throw this out there. Cooking shows don't really do it for me. There's no entertainment value at all to me.
For me, I've watched some of the different like baking competition shows over the years on Food Network.
I have too.
Yeah. I think there are some where if the contestants are charming enough and you have the right mix of judges and a host, you're golden. Like they do a Christmas Bake Off one that I really liked until they replaced Bobby Dean as the host.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's just no thrills to me. It's not people, competing against each other physically or anything. It's just people standing around a stove and throwing ingredients into a bowl and mixing it and baking it and waiting 45 minutes. And then some cunty judge comes out and it's like, this is a little too sweet. And I don't know, they get kicked off the show, and then, I don't know, some blonde chick with big tits wins, and then you never hear from her again. She gets a podcast somewhere and talks about her, 3-week tenure on some bacon show on the Food Network. That's just what I think of that world. I don't know. It's not for me. Not for me.
No, I feel it. I feel that.
Yeah. So that's ABC. I don't know. I'm not impressed. I'm kind of interested slightly in the light fight. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out tonight. One never knows. Depends on what time we wrap this hoo-ha up.
Yeah.
But following the ABC, not following, like in addition to ABC, you want to go to the Tiffany Network, CBS?
Yeah, let's hit up CBS real quick.
I mean, In regards to television, this is like, especially sitcoms, this is probably the only network that has anything of humor value that's on
Yeah.
tonight. So I don't know. I guess they're doing something good. They're trying to keep television alive over there at
Mhm.
CBS. Things kick off at 8 o'clock with Kevin Can Wait. We'll get to you in a minute, Kevin. You can sit in the car and wait. Let us finish the night. Following that is a show I am familiar with. This I have actually. I think I have seen an episode of this. I think you talked me into it one time. Um, and this kind of harps back to my title for you at the top of the hour: "Man with a Plan."
Oh, yes. Yes.
This was Matt LeBlanc. This was his
Yes.
his joint, right? And Kevin Nealon. Kevin Nealon.
Yeah, Kevin Nealon was on it. Matt LeBlanc.
Stacy Ketch, according to the cast list
Yeah,
that
he
I'm looking
played
at.
Adam's father.
Okay. Who's
And
Adam?
then
Which guy is Adam?
Adam is Matt LeBlanc.
Okay. I love that you
Kevin
remember this
Nealon
10 years
is
later.
his brother,
Okay.
Don.
I'm going
So,
to throw this out there. Kevin Nealon is just one of those actors that I never see him in anything, but when he shows up in something, it's a treat. I don't know why.
right?
It's just a fun little treat. It's
I love when he shows up and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna laugh.
yeah. He doesn't take himself seriously. He's never, really trying to change the medium or anything. He just shows
Hmm.
up to get a paycheck and make us laugh, and then he goes home and probably sits in his like studio apartment. And I feel like he lives in New York for some reason. I feel like he's not like an LA guy. In my head, I just picture him living in like, I don't know, like a shitty Brooklyn apartment, like in Greenpoint or whatever, wherever the girls from HBO's Girls lived, Lena Dunham, like wherever her character lived, like
Ugh.
that's that area. Just walking around and like, frumpy clothes and just end up getting
I
a
think
newspaper
he
at the
lives in
corner.
more in California,
Really?
or at the very least, he does a lot of stuff out in California because he has a YouTube series called Hiking with Kevin.
Okay. Yeah, you don't do hiking in New York City.
Yeah,
The,
you're
the
not
only
hiking
reason
in
I
New York
brought
City.
the only reason I brought that up because I know he was in the New York comedy scene because one of my friends, Sue Costello,
Hmm.
who is like in the New York comedy scene,
Yeah.
she mentioned something about Kevin Nealon one time that she ran into him somewhere, and I guess she was doing a one woman show at the time, and Kevin Nealon was like, "Everyone's doing a one woman show, Sue. Like, what is yours? What makes yours better than anyone else's?" And
Yeah.
I think she took offense to it. She took offense to it, and I was like, "Hey, Kevin Nealon was just trying to be funny. He was just,
Yeah.
he was just being funny. It's Kevin Nealon, Sue. It's Kevin Nealon."
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it makes it sound like I know Kevin Nealon personally, but I don't. I've never met the man.
I was gonna be like, you gotta go hiking with him, man.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny, like chatting with somebody via text about Kevin Nealon, like part of a conversation in my head. It's like I'm a part of it,
Yeah.
like, but I wasn't there. All right. I'm kind of excited about the 9 o'clock slot because this was a show that I actually did watch.
Okay, what's at 9?
Pretty, Two Broke Girls.
Oh, I love Two Broke Girls. Oh,
I guess this was, a hit. This was a big hit, I think.
it was a hit, and then it kind of just like fizzled away.
Yeah, I just remember it being the rage for a year or two. It's Beth Bears, Kat Dennings,
Hmm.
Jennifer Coolidge. I
Yeah.
feel like there's someone like Garrett Morris was in it.
Another one.
And
Garrett Morris is there. I know I'm gonna laugh.
yeah, he was like he worked at the little cafe thing that they worked at.
Yeah, he was the like clerk for the register.
Yeah, and he wasn't in it a lot. I don't think he had storylines, but he was just kind of the supporting funny guy in the background, right?
Yeah, he was Earl. He was always just like there with a good quip.
Yeah, like a good little zinger,
Hmm.
fun little zinger. Um, but it seems to me that two broke girls just kind of went on the wayside for some reason. Like it just vanished.
It did. It never had a proper finale. I'm still really sad
No one
about that.
talks about it. No one kind of reminisces about Two Broke Girls. It hasn't had a resurgence.
Yeah, no, like,
It's just,
my friend Ryan and I will mention it every once in a while. I'm like, I wish it was, like, streaming somewhere to watch.
oh, it isn't? It just assumed it was on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit. You know what? I think it's on late night on like TBS or one of those
Yeah,
TNT or
probably.
something. The only reason I know that is whenever I have a patient at work that's sedated and
Mhm.
there's no family there, I always throw on, TBS or TNT. So whenever I'm in the room I can just watch. It's usually like Modern Family is on, Everybody Loves Raymond, and every now and then I could come across this show. So it's there. It
Yeah.
exists, but it's just not readily available via clicking through a menu and finding it specifically and
Yeah.
finding a specific episode. But it's there. It's there. Uh, all right. The next show, I actually always wanted to watch this show, but I never did for some reason. And I feel like you watched this. I don't know. I feel like this was a show that you were super into for some reason.
Okay, what is it?
The Odd Couple.
Okay, so, do you wanna know what Kat was watching this night?
This whole lineup.
This whole lineup, yep. Okay,
uh,
you get Kevin James with, like, probably one of his best on-screen partners ever, Aaron Hayes. You get Matt LeBlanc, who gets to play around with Kevin Nealon. You get my girls on Two Broke Girls, and then I get Matthew Perry as well? Hell fucking
yes. And according to this, Fred Willard was in the third season,
yeah!
and
Mhm.
Terry Hatcher was on the show as well at one
Yep.
point, which I did not know. I did not know.
Yes.
So obviously, if you're young and you don't know The Odd Couple, I think it originally started off as a stage play, and
Yes.
then it became a movie, and then it became a '70s sitcom, and then it
Mhm.
became a 2010-ish era sitcom.
Yep.
But I think was there a '90s redo?
There were this is what I'm seeing right there was a 1998 film, The Odd
Yeah,
Couple
okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
2, which was a sequel to the 1968 film, which inspired the original sitcom.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger and I would just see so many different versions of The Odd Couple, it just confused the hell out of me. I was like, which
Mhm.
one is the legitimate one? I'm guessing it's the stage play, right?
Yeah, that's the
That's the
OG.
but the Odd Couple concept is pretty much very prevalent in sitcoms
Mhm.
forever. It's just two people that are mismatched roommates, usually two men.
Mhm.
But sometimes they mix it up and they do a man and a woman or a woman and a woman, or sometimes they might make it an odd threesome. No
Mhm.
one never knows. They just kind of mix up the thing. It's generally a quirky show. You
Mhm.
got one very wacky character, one very straight man, and it's wild. And why did my camera zoom in again?
I don't know. How do you even do that? Like, what are you doing to your camera?
I think it's just some kind of hand gesture thing that I do. To be honest with you,
Oh.
yeah. I don't know how to zoom out on it, so we'll just have to deal with it. All right. Are you ready for what's following The Odd Couple?
Yeah,
We're
what's
gonna end
following The Odd
CBS.
Couple? I actually have, like, no clue what this is.
Um, I'm gonna throw this out there. This appears to be a very poorly reviewed show.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes just did not like this show.
Okay.
But I definitely did watch a few episodes of this, and I kind of thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay.
Um, the one reason that I watched this show is only because it starred the one person from mid seasons of American Idol that I know, that I actually know. Catherine McPhee. Catherine McPhee
Oh.
was on the show.
Oh.
A little a little show called Scorpion.
Nothing about like, what I know about the show, the title makes no sense.
I think there is a tie-in. I think okay, so the Scorpion is just kind of it was a ragtag team of people who sometimes get contracted by I don't know the Department of Defense or Homeland Security or something,
Hmm.
and they tackle global threats, but from a technology perspective. So, I don't know, just modern tech. They're just
Yeah.
battling against modern tech. And I think it just kind of had a weird blend of people in it that were like they were like unlikely heroes. It was kind of like your A team. Um, I don't know, kind of like one of those buddy cop shows, but it was a group of people and everyone kind of has their own talent. So kind of think of like The Italian Job or Ocean's 11 or something
Hmm.
like along those lines. And they're just battling complex threats of the modern
Okay.
age. And I guess it lasted at like in a decent run. According to this, it was on for 4 seasons, which was way more than I actually thought it was. I thought this was only on for 1 season. But one thing I remember from the show is I don't know why, but in one season of Big Brother, they like watch this you know how sometimes they have a little
Yeah, they do
competition. You get to
they do
watch a
the
movie.
tie-in to try to like, "Oh, hey, watch this fall."
Yeah, I just remember with Scorpion one year. I don't know why. It might have been. I mean, according to the Scorpion came like the first episode was in 2014. Yeah,
Yeah.
2014, which I can't even think of what season that was because I don't think I even watched the show then. But I must have watched it on Paramount Plus when I was kind of watching old seasons. So
Yeah, that's probably what happened because I was like, "That timeline doesn't make sense."
no, I don't know. Unless they watched it on a later, like they
Mhm.
watched a later season. There was like a season premiere because for some reason in my head, I just see like Nicole Franzel getting excited about Scorpion. I don't know why.
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll ask Big Brother Twitter and see if they know.
It
See that
it's
they'll know.
season 6 it's season 16 of Big Brother.
Okay. I guess
So,
that makes sense
pulling
then.
in Nicole in your head makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I kind of forgot she was on that season to be honest with you. All right. NBC's got nothing tonight. NBC has the live finale, part 1 of The Voice, which was pretty much on all night.
Okay, yeah, not
Honestly, I don't care. I know nothing of The Voice. The only thing I know about The Voice is that Adam Levine was on it and Alicia Keys, maybe? Alicia Keys?
maybe I honestly don't
Usher?
know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never collectively watched a minute of this show, I don't think. I know nothing.
I like watched the episode where Tony Luca from the Mickey Mouse Club was performing, and then Christina's like, "You look really familiar. Do I know you?"
You know what? I think we've talked about this in the podcast before because I know that story for
Probably.
some reason. Was it a joke or did she actually know
I
her
don't
or
think
know
she could
him?
place him if I remember correctly.
Um, that seems very on brand for Christina Aguilera, to be honest with you. Like, not gonna lie, I don't know what your thoughts on that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. One never knows. One never knows. All right. I guess Fox. I mean, I guess this was a good night for Fox. It wasn't stuff I watched, but people were into these two shows. Uh, we got Gotham over on Fox at 8 o'clock. This was
Okay.
the like the Batman prequel. It had our boy Ben McKenzie from the OC.
Mhm.
Um, who is on it? Jada Pinkett Smith. Um, I don't know that the guy that was on Grounded for Life played a cop.
Mhm.
I
I know
can't think of it.
exactly who you
Donald
mean.
Logue.
Yes.
Donald Logue. Yeah. Marina Baccarin was in it as well. I don't know. I think I tried to watch a couple episodes and it just didn't do it for me for some reason. I love Batman. I love the Batman
Mhm.
mythology, but this just didn't check any boxes for me for some reason.
Yeah.
And people kept on insisting to me that it got better, and I even tried to come in later seasons, and it just seemed like fan fiction to me. I don't know.
I feel that. I feel that.
It was just people that were really into Batman that wanted to make a Batman show, but they weren't allowed to use Batman, but they can use other Batman characters, but they couldn't
Mhm.
maybe directly reference their names, so they had to go by their real names. Like, so the Riddler wasn't the Riddler, he was like Edward Nygma or something, and the Penguin was always Oswald Cobblepot. It was just, I don't know, it was
Yeah,
stupid.
this no, that feels really wrong. I
Yeah,
don't
and
like it.
then yeah, and it came out and it was on as we had actual, Batman media and film going on. We were starting to get the Batman versus Superman, era movies at this time
Mhm.
and Justice League and stuff like that. So it was just too much, I think. It's just too
Yeah.
much overkill. And then following the show was another show that kind of gets a lot of love. But I've never watched it, to be honest with you. Lucifer.
Yeah, okay. Literally, I think one of the girls at work was just rewatching that.
Okay. And it was on Fox for 2 years or
Mhm.
something, and then Netflix just, like, they picked up the reruns, quote, unquote, "reruns," and
Mhm.
Fox was gonna cancel it, but, like, millions of people were watching this on Netflix, so Netflix is just like, "Hey, we'll just do, like, 4 more seasons of this," or something
Yeah.
like that,
Something crazy like
and
that.
apparently, it was really big on Netflix, and it got, like, a little more riskier, I think, and I think it showed, like, we got to see, like, Lucifer's butthole and stuff.
Because I needed to see that? Why would
Well, because he was a hot guy, he was a hot devil, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I will
Yeah.
never understand.
Yeah, the devil was a hot British man, like, that was tall, dark, and handsome, and white Christian ladies just hated it. Um,
Yeah.
the Christian faith just hated this show. They hated that this was out there. Uh, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's the devil, and they were making him a
Mhm.
hero instead of a villain, and I don't know. One never knows. That's just modern day life, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's pretty much that night of television. I mean, there we have cable, but it's just like Guy Fieri shit and Teen Mom and
Yeah.
um, Monday Night Raw on USA and Love and Hip Hop on VH1. So I don't know. I'm gonna on a scale of 1 out of 5 men with a plan. How many men with a plan would you give this night of television?
I'm giving it a 3 overall because CBS is carrying this night.
Really?
Yeah, NBC's got, like, nothing.
Everyone else has got nothing.
Yeah,
No
Fox
one's
has
got anything.
nothing. ABC is at least trying to do something different and seasonal,
Eh, I don't know.
but yeah,
It's
like,
it's very generic to me.
it's not a great it's not a great night.
Um, yeah, so I'm gonna give this night a 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is getting a 1.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm, like, going way down, way down.
To
I
be
don't
fair,
know.
though, for me, this night has Matt LeBlanc and Matthew Perry.
So is that a point each? Is that 1
Yeah,
plus
pretty
1
much.
plus the rest of the night? Okay. I don't know. This is a shitty night of television. Like, if I was watching TV this night, it was definitely, like, Hulu or Netflix or something, and I think even at this point, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
I don't really think we had that much original streaming stuff yet. So, there was probably a few things, like, twiddling out there, like,
Yeah.
at the very least, we had the 1st season of Stranger Things maybe, and, like, House of Cards maybe.
House of Cards, The Ranch,
Yeah, probably The Ranch.
um, but yeah, that's kinda like the memorable, like, stuff that was, like, original content on, like, Netflix back then.
Yeah. It's funny that you said The Ranch because my impression of what I know about the 2nd season of Kevin Can Wait is just that it's just the ranch of CBS. It's like, let's get these former co-stars together and just make a whole new show around it.
Okay, I can kinda see that. I can see that comparison. The Ranch is a much better show, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure, but
The
it's the same. It's just let's take all these stars from one TV show, have them be
yeah,
characters that are completely different on another TV show, which is essentially what Kevin Can Wait is,
yeah.
in its second season.
Season 2,
So,
yeah.
yeah, because Kyle, Kevin's brother on the show, he was Doug Heffernor's cousin on King of Queens. We also obviously had Leah Remini. I'm sure they brought back other people, like minor people. I'm
Mhm.
sure. I don't know for fact, but I'm sure somebody came back.
Ray Romano showed up in an episode. Um, that's the only other, like, person I can think of from, like I'm looking at a notable guest stars list. Adam Sandler was on,
Yeah,
Billy
I I
Joel.
rem I remember Adam Sandler coming on, and they kind of made it like almost like a grown-ups reunion, sort
Mhm.
of, because I think they were really just trying to get this show to work.
Yeah.
And Grown Ups 1 and Grown Ups 2 and maybe a Grown Ups 3, I don't know if there is one, to be honest with you,
There's not a
was really
third one that
big.
I'm aware of.
Yeah, neither am I. But those movies were really big, and obviously Adam Sandler's friends with Kevin James. They've done numerous movies together.
Mhm.
And it's just like, hey, let's just, he probably called him, hey, Adam, can you just like swing by the show I'm working on? Adam Sandler probably doesn't even know this is a show that's on television. He's like, yeah, sure. What do you need me to do? And he shows up wearing like, I don't know, like a hockey jersey and like PJ pants. And it's like, all right, what do you want me to do? You want me to just like sing a song about turkey? What do you need me to do? And he
Yeah.
just says a few lines and people laugh. And then he goes home and, I don't know, plays his Nintendo Wii or something, whatever Adam Sandler does in his downtime. Walks around the city eating pizza slices.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. So the the general vibe of this show was that it was a family sitcom initially.
Mhm.
It's Kevin James plays Kevin. I don't know what their last name is in the show.
Gable.
Gable plays Kevin Gable. His wife is Erin Hayes, who's Donna Gable. They have 3 kids. It's 2 girls. One of them's college age. The other one's a teenager. Then there's a little boy who's like maybe 10
Yeah.
ish. The kids aren't really in it, at least from my understanding.
No, yeah, you
And
really don't see much of the 2 younger kids. We see a good deal of his oldest child, Kendra, and her fiancé, Chael.
oh yeah, they live in the garage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Chael is like a British guy ish, like Irish or British. He's got that accent. And
Yeah.
and they do that thing where it's like, oh god, my daughter's boyfriends live in here and we don't get along, but secretly we do kind of thing. It's like
No,
that
they
kind of
really don't.
storyline.
Like, the guy doesn't realize they don't get along. Chael does not realize.
Yeah,
Chael is
he's just
oblivious that
he's
both
kind of
Donna
like
and Kevin are like, "Why is our daughter marrying this man?"
he's kind of like the Cody of Step by Step in this show.
Kind of, yeah.
It's just we need like a wacky character just to play off of
Mhm.
that we don't like, but we're forced to like kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he's kind of that guy, but I don't know. I guess they thought maybe he would take off and he'd be like a breakout character, like he'd be the
Maybe.
Urkel of this show.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, and then some other side characters. You got Kyle, who's Kevin James's brother in real life. I believe they're brothers in real life, right? They look the same to me.
Um, yes, he is.
And this episode has their friend Mott, who's played by the actor Christopher Roach. He plays Kevin's buddy,
Mhm.
who's I think in a few episodes.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, he's not like a main character, but he pops up as like the buddy in episodes
Yeah,
here and there.
there's when the series like kind of starts, hmm, you have a lot of like Kevin's like former cop coworkers kind of around cuz they all just retired
Yeah, they're
from the
they're young
force and they're all trying to
retirees.
like figure out what to do with all the time they have now.
Yeah, so they retire like in their 50s. They got a pension. Some of
Mhm.
them, some of them go get like a security job working at the mall or something.
Yeah.
They're just doing random odd jobs here and there just to kind of keep themselves occupied because These are probably they were probably guys that were just always busy or always working and out on the clock, all
Mhm.
hours of the day and night. And now they're just sitting at home. Like Kevin doesn't know what to do with his time. And it kind of parlays into this particular episode because it's Christmas time.
Yes.
And Erin Hayes, who plays Donna, I guess she's a stay at home mom. Like she doesn't
No,
do
she's a
anything.
nurse. She's a nurse.
Oh, is she?
Donna's a
Really?
nurse. Yeah.
It does not come up in this episode,
Not in
by the
this
way.
episode, but yeah, so she's a nurse. So basically over the years, they were both working a lot. Donna did a lot of the heavy lifting at home with the kids
Okay.
because Kevin would be undercover and stuff at times too.
Oh, he's that kind of cop?
Yeah.
Oh, I
From my
didn't.
understanding, as like there are definitely periods of time where he was undercover to investigate stuff, so he wasn't around as often as he should have been.
He's deep undercover,
Mhm.
dressed up as Paul Blart, the mall cop, trying to nab some, I don't know, Macy's department store thieves.
Mhm.
Little holiday heist. Someone's trying to steal the I don't know, the Clinique counter
Well, she's like a
goodies.
school nurse. She's a school nurse. So
Oh,
she gets to work
she
like at the school with the kids.
okay, all right. Oh, so that's how she gets to be a mom. She goes like she works at the same school that her
Yeah,
kids
she
go
works
to.
at like the same school that the kids are at.
She makes sure that the kids brush their teeth after lunch and stuff, and
Mhm.
she's always like nosing in their fares. I could see her doing that. Um, but I guess maybe it's Christmas break or something because she just seems to be home a lot this particular
Yeah, it's
string
definitely
of
like that
episodes.
point where it's Christmas break. Um so she and the kids are both home and she's got this list of stuff that she wants to get done that they've never been able to like get all done.
They've
And
never had time.
yeah, they've never had time because they like have to wait for Kevin to be available for stuff and like there are things I'm sure they did do. And like we get a couple flashbacks of him trying. I'm gonna give him that. He did try with like the lights on the roof. But
Yeah, that was just so cringe to me because that was the first quote unquote joke in the show, and that's what the
mhm,
show led off with. And I was just like, oh, is this gonna be that type of show? Is this what this is? Just flashbacks to previous Christmases of
mhm.
Kevin James just being a big dumb fat idiot, and there was there was a plot twist. I'll tell you that a major plot twist
Yeah.
happened. So there. Donna's got her list. It's written on like a little notepad thing that you hang on the
Yeah.
refrigerator, and then she's trying to check some things off.
And
And
it's like
I
it's
don't,
some of its basic stuff, like
yeah,
hang the Christmas lights, put up the stockings, get the Christmas tree, and make a gingerbread house. She wants to make the gingerbread house from scratch though, so she's a little bonkers on that one.
yeah, and she fails at it miserably. Like, this
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
even. This looks like something I would have done, to be honest with you.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks
This
like
is like my
something I would have
Watergate
done with my
salad.
kiddos at work.
It's my Watergate salad. It's gonna just look like like a mishmash of ingredients, but for whatever reason, in the middle of all this, they decide to go have, dinner and drinks with one of their friends,
Yes,
the
they meet up with
Motts.
Mott and his wife, Cindy.
Yeah. And apparently Mott and Cindy have 7 children that are like all just about the same age, like within 10 years of
Yeah,
each
their
other.
kids are like close in age. Like that poor woman was spitting them out back to back. Like
Yeah.
Mott did not leave her a chance to breathe.
They were just horny for each other for like a good solid 10 years and she was just
Hmm.
shooting up kids. It was like a pizza thrower. Remember that pizza thrower game? Like the pizza's flying out of the oven?
Oh yeah, I remember
But
that.
it's babies. It's
Hmm.
babies. Um so what'd you say Cindy was the wife's name?
Yeah, Cindy's the wife.
So Cindy's just kind of going on about the stress of being a mother to 7 children and
Hmm.
Kevin is just like, "Wow, that sounds horrible. That just sounds awful. I couldn't imagine having 7 children.
Like, oh
Could you
my
imagine
God, they're
that,
never gonna
Donna?
leave the house. They're never gonna
Yeah,
leave the
he's
house. You have the little one. He's gonna be the one that sticks around. And like Mott and Donna are both trying to give him some body language clues and like vocal clues to shut the F up. He doesn't get it. He doesn't pick up.
and it sends Cindy into a nervous breakdown, and she just gets up and runs and just
Yeah,
leaves.
she just leaves.
And
She's just like, bye. Off to the
and
casino for like 3 weeks.
yeah, and Kevin's like, "Oh, should I go apologize to her?" And Mott's like, "No, she's just having one of her nervous breakdowns. She does this from time to time. She's just usually hears it from me, but she's hearing it from an outside party, so it probably really set her off. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll see her in like a month or so."
Yeah.
So
I-
it
and it's like, where does she go? Either her sisters or the casino.
yeah. She is just on probably like a crack bender right now. Let's be real.
She is like, give me that debit card. I'm taking out money and we're going to go to the casino until it runs out. So
Yeah,
the
she
longer
was like,
she's gone, the better she's doing.
remember when Marge Simpson got addicted to gambling and she just lived at the casino for 5 days straight? That's just all I
Yes.
picture. She's
That's
just sitting in
totally.
front of the slot machine, jingle jangling, pulling that
Yeah.
little bar down.
You don't do
So
that anymore, though. You just hit a button.
yeah, it's probably all touchscreen too. Let's be real.
Yeah, it is.
It's-
Do you not go to casinos?
I don't have a casino. There's no legal gambling where I live.
Like at all?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have legal gambling here.
There's no. I have only seen a casino once in my life. That's it.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
twice. Maybe twice. I think I went to the same casino twice, to be honest with you.
You like there's not even any like Native American casinos?
Nope. Nope. There's no casinos in South Carolina. I think you have to go to, I don't know, maybe North Carolina. I don't know, to be honest with you. Are you looking this up? Are you trying to find me a
Yes.
casino?
There has to be a casino. There are. There are.
No, there's not. Tell me where one is. Tell me where one is.
Little River, South Carolina.
Okay, that is next door to me, but that is not a casino. That is a boat, and it goes into the ocean, and there's not slot machines there. It's just a card table.
There's
And you
slot
have
machines in
dinner.
the picture.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been on it, but that's not a casino. That is a boat. That is a boat that goes out into the ocean for an hour, then comes back. This ain't like Showgirls and, I don't know, Creed is coming to play tonight. It ain't that type of casino. It is called the Big M, right? Is that what it's
Yes.
called? Yeah, that is not a casino. That goes out into the ocean for an hour and it comes back, and you pay like $100 or something to go on it.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
not a
you
casino.
really don't have any casinos then.
Yeah, we don't.
That is wild.
It's
to me.
illegal. It the legal loophole of gambling in South Carolina is you get on a boat, you go out into the middle of the ocean, and then come back an hour later.
Wow.
That is the legal loophole. That is what people in my state have to do to gamble.
That's
You can't even
wild.
go. You can't even go to like a lounge act and like, I don't know, like a duel and piano show or a cigar lounge or a hard rock. Like we don't have none of those thrills
That's
in
wild
my
to
state.
me.
Yeah. And even when I lived in Massachusetts, we didn't have casinos either. But they do now. They legalized it there now, of course, after I leave. Because that's what happens.
Because I just looked up, I went onto the Google machine and there's like 27 pages of results for casinos in Colorado.
Yeah, yours just goes on forever. Probably you probably like live above a casino. There's probably a casino underneath you. You can just like
No.
you walk downstairs and get your mail, and you go play some craps for a minute.
First off, I'm on the bottom floor.
Okay, there's one above you then.
No.
Okay, there's one next door to you.
No. There's not
There's
that
one around the
many.
corner.
Not
It's
in
around the corner.
There's none in the Springs. There aren't
Oh.
any in the Springs, but if you go to like Cripple Creek or Black Hawk, and then there's like Native American casinos throughout too.
Okay, how far is the closest casino to you then?
Bronco Billy's is
More than an hour?
probably about an hour or so.
Okay, so it's not that far. It's close-ish.
Yeah.
So, do you just randomly, like every now and then, it's like a Saturday and you're off from work and you're like, you know what, I might go to the casino today.
No, we actually haven't gone to the casino. We've been talking about doing it though.
Okay. When you go to the casino, I expect a Parthenon-like video that you sent to me, like when you went to the Parthenon. I want like, hey, Patrick, I'm at a casino.
Okay, I promise I will.
Please send that to me. Yeah, like I just want to like randomly get that one night. I'm just, I'm at work, I'm having a miserable night, and this video comes in, and it's just you in a casino holding like, I don't know, a martini glass, and there's I don't know, like a lounge show going on behind you or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't know what casinos are like. I think my
Really
vision of a
don't.
casino is like the Las Vegas TV series that was on NBC. Like that's just what I picture in my head. I picture like Molly Sims walking around. I don't know, the redheaded girl, what was her name? Nikki Cox. And Josh Duhamel. Like I just pictured like hot people walking around, working there.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I don't know, getting into wild shenanigans. People are getting blown off the roof by the wind and like
Oh
crashing
my
into like a
God.
store next door. Like that's all I picture what a casino's like. In reality, it's probably just like a smoky room and like grandmother-ish people in wheelchairs playing fucking cards all day.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay,
It kind
I
of
don't know.
depends. It depends on the casino though too.
I guess so. I just picture like James Bond type attire, people like in like suits and fancy drinks and like big ass bands playing and like Elizabeth Berkley naked walking around.
No.
Yeah. I guess I have no proper knowing of a
Wait.
casino.
You've been to Las Vegas though, haven't you?
I have, but I'm gonna throw this out there. I just went to like bars. I didn't go to a casino. I was freshly 21 and I was just like, I literally like had turned like 21 like an hour before that. It was like, I can legally drink. And I just like went to a bar and just drank.
Oh my
Because I only had
God.
$100. I couldn't gamble. I spent all my money buying a plane ticket and a hotel room. And I have $100 for the next 4 days. What am I going to do? So I'm
Oh
just
my
going to drink
God.
and get like the dollar buffets.
Well, like you could have sat at a slot machine and gotten a free cocktail. As long as you're actively playing, you can play the penny slots.
Jeez, I could have. I might have. I don't know. Maybe I got inebriated and did that, and I don't remember. This was more than 20 years ago. I don't remember that far back.
Oh my God.
This is 2 decades ago, Cat Halstead, the author. 2 decades ago. I don't know what happened. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm losing
Okay.
my mind over here. I have no memory anymore. I
Oh
don't
my
even
goodness.
remember the TV show we're talking about tonight. How did we get on this conversation?
I don't know.
Oh, Cindy went to the casino. She ran off for 3
Oh
weeks,
yeah,
like Marge
Cindy ran off to
Simpson.
the casino.
Yeah,
Personally,
so
I would do the same thing.
I probably would too. Let's be real. You know what?
Honestly, not gonna lie, part of me's like tempted to go run to the casino right now.
This is what I imagine. This is how I picture Cindy and Mott's life. I'm guessing Mott's a retired cop too, right?
Yes,
He's
he
a
is.
retired cop. Okay, all right. He I keep wanting to say Doug because I'm thinking of Doug Heffernan, but I have to force myself to say Kevin. Kevin and Mott, they probably hang out all the time and they probably drag their wives out. And then the two guys probably just talked about the police force for hours and hours and hours. And I don't know what Cindy does in her world. And we now know that Donna's a nurse. So
I'm
unless
pretty
Cindy
sure
was a nurse.
Cindy's a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. So if you're a nurse and speaking as a nurse, you only talk about nurse stuff with other nurses. Regular
Yeah.
people don't want to hear you talking about fucking bodily fluids. So you just don't bring those conversations up in public.
No, exactly. Like, I'm an RBT. I talk to other RBTs about
about
RBT
being an
things.
RBT. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Donna's not bringing up her crazy nurse stories because
No.
no one else is going to get it. Cindy is not going to bring up her crazy stay-at-home mom stories because no one's going to get it. And Mott and Kevin are just going to dominate the table and talk about the police force because they're two
Mm-hmm.
people with a common denominator.
Yeah.
So these two girls have 20-ish years, maybe longer. I don't know how long they've been married and hanging out with each other. Have probably just listened to these two fuckwads just talking about this shit for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And Cindy, in dealing with these conversations, is probably miserable. That's why she's chugging down wine while she's sitting at this table.
Yeah.
And she knows that she's going to have this horrible night with these two guys and then have to go home and deal with her 7 horrible children. So her life sucks.
Yeah.
Her life is absolute torture. You know what? Good for her for getting the fuck out of there for 3 weeks.
Honestly, for real. Like, girl, go spend your money at that casino. Go play some Sex and the City slots.
Yeah, go spend Mott's money.
Exactly.
And what kind of name is Mott?
I don't know.
Mott the Hoople? I don't know.
Is he from the applesauce fortune or something?
At first, I thought like my ears were deceiving me, and I thought they were saying Matt. And then I'm like, but I had closed caption on it. It specifically said Mott. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Anyway, Kevin feels awful that he did this to his buddy. So it's the next day or it's sometime later. It's like a day or two later. I don't know. And he feels bad and he decides he's going to go swing by Mott's house just to kind of like break bread, just
Yeah.
kind of
Try to
sow the
smooth
seeds.
things over, kind of like apologize for making the guy's wife run the fuck away.
Exactly. So he swings by and he shows up and Mott's like, oh, I'm so glad you're here because I got to go to work early. And he's putting on a security guard outfit. And he's like, can you just stay here with the kids for a little bit? And
Kevin just planned on
Kevin's-
dropping off groceries and getting the hell out of there.
yeah, he did a little door dashing for him, just got him some like snacks and shit. And he's just gonna like that was his idea of just being a gentleman. But now he's roped into like being the like Mr. Mom to these kids.
Yeah, he's got to be Mr. Mom to these kids.
All 7 of them. And he's looking around the room at first and he's like, oh, there's only 6 here. Oh, wait. No, when Kevin came in the house, he was like carrying the young one under his arm. He's like, hey, I think I found one of your kids outside. Yeah, I think
and
I
Mock
found
goes,
one of your
kids. This is why you guys can't have a dog. You can't keep track of the little one.
Yeah.
Which,
so Mock
honestly,
goes to work.
Valid.
Yeah, exactly. And Mott leaves. Kevin's stuck with the kids, and these kids are brutal to him, especially the oldest one. Her name is Randy with an I.
I don't even think she's the oldest. I think she's just the oldest daughter.
Okay.
Because some of those boys look older.
She was the only one, I think, that had actual lines.
Yeah, she is.
Of dialogue. Like, she actually had speaking lines. The other kids just screamed and ran around and, like, slapped each other.
Yeah, the other kids were just, like, there. She's the only one we actually saw interact with any of the adults in any way, shape, or form.
This, like, the 1-minute scene of just watching all these kids run around this room and that girl being just brutal to Kevin, that should have been, or that should be a commercial for, like, birth control right there. Or, like, a condom commercial or something.
Like,
just
think about
right there.
Perfect.
Just,
like, Cindy's not wrong to get it to escape. Like, that's her daily life.
That's just what goes on every day in that house.
Mm-hmm.
So, for whatever reason, Kevin decides he's going to make dinner for the kids, and it's basically just bread, salami, and some of the kids get cheese.
Yeah.
And the girl, Randy with an I, she comments to Kevin that, like, because every time, like, Kevin would put down like a meat on the bread, he would take a bite of the cheese, and she's like, "You've had like 6 pieces of cheese, Kevin."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why are you judging?" He's like, "Maybe I'm hungry," and she's just like, I don't think that's good for you. That's why you're so fat." And he's just like crushed. It like hurt him like that. He got
she's savage. She's a savage girl. Again, I understand why Cindy ran away to the casino. Can you
Yes.
blame that woman? No, we cannot.
So Kevin's like, all right, because it's close to Christmas time. It's close to Christmas. So Kevin's like, all right, that's it. I'm going to call up Santa and tell him that, you've been a bad little girl.
Mhm.
She's like, do it. I dare you. And he picks up his phone and he's like pretending to call. And then she's like, put him on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And he was not expecting that at all. Kevin,
Nope.
shocked. Absolutely shocked. So Kevin panics and like he actually has to call someone now. So he just calls Chael for some reason.
He calls, like, his house.
Is that what it is? Okay. So he calls his house. Chael
And
answers the phone.
yeah, Chael answers
He's
the
like,
phone
hey.
and Chael's like,
He's excited because Kevin's calling him. Like
Kevin's
he's like, oh, we're
calling and, like,
buddies.
talking to him and not being mean, but he kind of is.
Yeah. And so Kevin's just like, hey, I'm trying to get a hold of Santa. Is this Santa or is this his elf? And I was expecting like it to fail miserably, but Chael picked up on it. Like he picked up
Kind
on
of,
the
sort of, but not fully.
no. But he went along with it. He played along with it enough to convince Randy with an eye that it was actually
Yeah.
he was calling Santa's house. So it scared her. Like it actually like put her in her place.
Yeah, she was like,
And
okay, I'll behave. I don't want to piss off the big man.
yeah, and then Kevin hung up the phone and it was like check and mate. Like he like got the kids under control. He figured out how to tame them and reel them in.
Mhm.
So like that was probably the most form of quote unquote punishment that these kids probably ever got. Like they've
Yeah.
never probably been put in their place.
I feel like Cindy has probably tried, but there's
And
so
failed.
many of them that she is just so overwhelmed she can't do it, and she doesn't have the support from Mott.
Yeah. But whatever Kevin did, it impressed the kids. So like now they're kind of behaving.
Mhm.
And we get this kind of, it wasn't quite a montage, but it was obviously like some type of time jump, like a very
Yeah.
brief time jump. And it's just him in the house with the kids kind of doing activities and just being the mom and acting like the mom. But in a strange like mirror juxtaposition,
Mhm.
Kevin's brother Kyle, he's also retired and bored, so he
No,
just shows
no,
up
he's
at
not retired. He's just a
he's
firefighter.
oh, he's just a firefighter?
Well,
Yeah, I guess you're
not
right. He has
just
the
a
FD.
firefighter, but he's a firefighter, so he hasn't retired yet. He's still active. But they have those like on-off schedules.
Oh yeah, so he has like the 48 hours off or whatever, and
Yeah, so he
he
still
lives
has like
alone.
time to go do stuff, but he doesn't have a family of his own. So he starts picking up the slack that Kevin has left at his own house.
Yeah, so it's strange. So Aaron Hayes' character Donna is getting the husband she always wanted, and then Mott is getting, the wife that he's always wanted in Kevin. And it's like maybe a day or two of this goes by and Kevin comes home from Mott's house and he's like, "Oh, hey honey." He's like, "How was your day?" And she's just like, "Oh, it was great." She's like, "Kyle got by. We tackled the list. We got the lights up. We hung the stockings. We made gingerbread houses." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's good." And she's like, "How about you?" And he's like, "Oh, I got the kids to school. I got them back from school. They're still alive." Um,
Meanwhile, he's
and
like
he
folding the kids'
yeah,
laundry and Mott's laundry in his own house. He brought
yeah,
the
and he's
laundry
just like,
home with him to get it done.
and he's yeah, and he's just like, "But I'm exhausted." He's like, I had to put away the dishes. Now I got to do their clothes, and I think I might have accidentally mixed the colors and the whites. I don't know how this is going to come out."
Yeah.
And he's just like, I don't know I don't know if I can keep doing this. And you kind of get this like weird side eye from Donna. It's just like, that's what I've been doing for like, 20 years,
Yeah.
boy. But she doesn't say anything because like her day was appeased by Kyle. So she's
Yeah.
like actually had like a productive day. Like she kind of got to like tackle other things.
Yeah. She got to like actually
Like,
do some of the stuff she wanted to do with the kids or just like have done. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's December 4th. My tree is not up yet. I feel weird about that. I have like
oh
one thing of
wow.
Christmas lights up. I know.
And then, so Kevin and Donna are just kind of like venting about their day. And then Donna's like, "You want a glass of wine?" And Kevin's like, "Yeah, absolutely." They just like pour a glass and just like relax for 30 seconds before they pass out on the couch
Before he has to go get the
in their
whites out of
clothes.
the laundry.
Yeah. So it kind of just cuts back and forth between the two households, for a little bit for like the whole second act. But then like the final act is brilliant. It's just the most brilliant part of the show. So it's Kevin, Mott, and the kids, they go to the Christmas tree lot to buy a Christmas tree
Yes.
at the same time as Donna, Kyle, and like Donna's three kids
Yeah.
are at the same lot buying the Christmas tree, and they like awkwardly bump into each other.
It is so awkward, but it's beautiful.
And
It's like this great
I
moment.
know they all like Kevin and Donna look at each other and they're acting like they're a divorced couple that just like ran into each other after years. And
Hmm.
Kevin's like, "How are you? Like, how you been?" And Donna's like, "Oh, I've been good." And Donna's like, "You look great." And Kevin's like, "Yeah, you look great too." And Donna's like, I hope we get to like hang out soon. And Kevin's like, "Yeah, I'm sure we will, at our house.
House
Maybe
that we
maybe at our
share.
house. Yeah, that we share." And Donna's like, "Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I'll try to make time for you." And Kevin's like, "Yeah." He's like, I think I'm just gonna go, get the kids settled in first, and um, you know, come back to my other family."
Yeah, come back to my real family.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I think when they first bump into each other, Randy with an I, she's
Yes.
like, "Hey, Kevin, is that your other family?"
Isn't this your other family? Like, so judgy in her
Yeah.
tone. Like, ugh,
I
your
loved
real
it. It
family?
was great. So, um, Kevin and Mott, they take the kids back home, and Kevin's like, "You know what? I gotta end this." And he's like, he has a little talk with Mott, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go talk to the kids now." And Kevin comes out, and he's like, "Kids, I think we need to have a serious discussion right now. Um, I really love you guys. I love the time that we spent together, but I I'm not gonna be able to see you guys anymore, maybe I'll try to come by like every now and then, but you're just not gonna see me that much anymore." And the kids look kind of sad, but then all of a sudden Cindy comes home, like Cindy walks in the door and she's like, "Guys, I'm back." And then the kids just run over to Cindy and they like forget all about Kevin.
Well, yeah, because Randy or Brandy, whatever her name is, she's all like, "Can't you stay for like 2 more days?" And he's like, "No, I
No,
have
I
to get back to
can't.
my family." And like he's trying to do this heartfelt speech, and then bam, in comes Cindy, in comes mom, and forget all
The
about
kids
Kevin.
and the last joke of the episode is like it's like 30 seconds of Kevin watching the kids hug the mom, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden the front door opens up and the young one walks back in and just walks into the group and gives them a hug. Just like
Because
shows
nobody can
up.
keep track of the 7 kids.
Oh, it's so great. And at that moment, I just sat there, my jaw was on the floor, and I was like, that might have been the greatest half hour of modern television that I've seen.
It's a good well,
I
the episode's not even over, there's still more.
There's more? I don't even remember what happens next, to be honest with you.
No, Kevin goes home. He goes to the fridge, he gets a beer, and he hears, like, them
Oh,
singing
yeah, okay.
carols in the living room. Chael's playing, like, a little ukulele or some nonsense, and they're singing and hanging up ornaments, and, like, Kevin looks in and he sees they're all having fun in this, like, little new family unit they've created, and then he's like, "Oh, I I he's like, "There's one thing I didn't do. There's one thing I didn't do." So he goes up to the roof and he puts the Santa sleigh light and the 2 reindeer lights that go with it that he had so much trouble with in the past because it's a pain in the ass
Okay,
to
yeah.
go to the roof. And then everybody's downstairs and they hear something on the roof. The first they're like, "Oh, that was weird." And then they heard it again and they're like, let's all go outside and see what's up." And that's where they see Kevin. And then, like, he gets it all set up, and then he falls off the roof.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. You know what? I think, because I watched this on Tubi, and I think at that point it started to, like, You know where the screen shrinks and it starts bringing up the next episode?
Oh,
So I
that's where you watched
kinda
it?
yeah, so I was kind of, like, missing the transition was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me some Plex thing that it wanted me to create an account, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna watch it on Tubi."
Well, Plex also has the Drew Carey Show, but I did just find the Drew Carey Show on YouTube last night.
Yeah, and, Drew Carey Show's on something else too. I can't remember what
Yeah.
I seen it on, but it's on something else.
But the Drew Carey Show's
Which
available?
which I guess we're doing next week. We just kinda
I
spoiled
I
it.
don't know.
But, back to what I was saying, I went into this just dreading this. I was like, "I don't even wanna watch this. I don't even wanna talk about this tonight. I can't believe I told you, like, "You have free reign. Whatever you throw at me, we're just gonna watch. I'm gonna not fight it." And you go, "Kevin can wait, season 1, episode 12." And I just, like, I sighed and said, "Okay." And I just put it off for the last week. We decided we were gonna record this afternoon. I'm like, "I guess I should watch it." And it felt like a true Christmas special. Like, I just, like, went in miserable, and I left with, like, a smile on my face and
Right?
filled with Christmas cheer. Like, I
Yeah.
was my own Grinch. I had my own Grinch story today, Cat Halstead. My own Grinch story.
Oh
My
my
heart
goodness,
grew 3
Patrick,
times
I'm
bigger.
done.
Yes. It I'm giving this a 5. This episode's
No,
getting a
it's a good
5.
episode. It's like here's the thing, I remember the night this aired, and I am pretty sure I messaged you and said, "In a few years, we're gonna do this episode."
You probably did, and I probably laughed at you.
You
I
did.
probably
You
laughed at
did. You're
you.
like, "We're not doing that."
Yeah, we're never doing this show. We're never doing this show, except on our weird spinoff that we did. And the reason why we did this show on our weird spinoff is because we did the whole CBS Monday night lineup. So we watched this, Big Bang Theory, and Young Sheldon, and whatever else was on that night.
Oh,
The
okay.
show with Horatio Sands and John Larroquette.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we did that show. We talked about all of those shows in like
We did not
one
like that
episode.
show.
No, I have never watched that show again.
That was a bad show. And I love
I
John
can't even remember the
Larroquette.
name of it.
I will watch pretty much
I
anything that man is in, and that one I could not do.
Yeah, I don't know. It was rough. I don't even remember the name of it, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
I just remember them really ramping that show up. I think they were trying to make it happen.
They tried
You know,
so hard to make that show like a thing.
actually, you want to hear something funny
What?
that I just thought of, and I just remembered this? That year on Big Brother, they watched that show, I think. Because
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Horatio Sands went into the Big Brother house. I have to confirm this. Hold on. I vet. No, it wasn't Horatio Sands. It was Bobby Moynihan. Bobby
Okay.
Moynihan.
Who looks like
Yeah,
Horatio Sands.
yeah. Bobby Moynihan went into the Big Brother house. I remember that now.
Okay.
Because Bobby Moynihan is like secretly a Big Brother fan. And I think he's gone back onto the show several times, like in
Maybe.
some like hosting a competition or something. I can't believe I said Horatio Sands. People are going to be so pissed when they like think that I'm talking about
To be
Horatio
fair,
Sands.
I went with you because like in my head they're the same person.
Yeah.
They're not that
Um,
different.
yeah. Bobby Moynihan, everybody. And I gotta throw this out there. I really don't like Bobby Moynihan.
Honestly, no. Like he was a big part of what did not make that show work. And I found out the name of the show. It's Me, Myself, and I.
Yes, that was it. Wasn't there a weird third? There was a third person who played like the child version of the
Yes,
character,
it's the
right?
guy who played the kid. It's the kid from Shazam.
Oh yeah. So the premise of the show was if it's the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So Bobby Moynihan plays him like in his middle age. That kid from Shazam plays the same character when he's young, and then John Larroquette plays him in the future. So it's like the
Yes.
same person in different timelines, and it was like it's a good premise for a show, to be honest with you.
The
Like it's a
premise was cool. The way it
but
played out, no. Just like the Matthew Perry show. The idea of
the
like you
second
die
chance,
and then you get a second chance to go try to fix things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember being really excited for that show, but I think they like the humor in it was that all of these 3 actors playing the same person, they would just did like, they didn't resemble each other in any way, and I think that was
No,
the
it
joke.
felt
But
weird. Like, okay, I'm
the
looking at the
the
cast right
Bobby
now.
Moynihan part yeah.
Bobby Moynihan is the downfall because the guy who played young Alex and John Larroquette, I could see them kind of being like the same person.
Yeah, I remember just only liking the John Larroquette part of the show,
Yeah.
and I I don't remember how they, dispersed the characters, like, in the who got the top billing. Was it Bobby Moynihan and, like, the other ones were just kinda weird short clips? I can't remember, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna do a concept of a show like that, to do it in a half hour is, not enough time. You need, like, a full hour for that, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's too much of a concept, and you're gonna have overlap at some point,
Mhm.
especially if the show's a mega hit. Like, if this show goes on for, like, 12 years, you're gonna be like, "Why is the young kid not looking like Bobby Moynihan? And why is
It's like
Bobby Moynihan not morphing into John Larroquette?" You're
exactly.
gonna run into that issue. It almost like they kinda almost got into trouble with it with, young Sheldon and stuff like that, because young Sheldon was, like, not young Sheldon anymore. He's, like, getting old, and we're like, we're almost at the point where we should see him as his first season of Big Bang Theory, but
Well,
they're
we
not
didn't
looking
get
like
that
each other.
close. We didn't get that close to
Yeah.
that, but we did get to the point where we're like, when when does his dad die? Because we know his dad dies, and
Yeah.
like when does he? Because like what happens when he goes off to college? Like that sort of thing. And eventually,
Yeah, the
like that's how the series ends. Young Sheldon is the dad dies. Sheldon goes off to college, and then George and Mandy move in with her parents.
and they get their own show. And
Yeah.
now it's hard to do that kinda concept where
Hmm.
you have the big show and then you go back and, like, lead up to it because it kinda you're gonna have to erase some history. So I think that's
Yeah.
just it's a tough concept of a show, but I don't know. Whatever. We don't like Bobby Moynihan, but we like John Larroquette and the guy from Shazam, the kid from
Yeah.
Shazam.
Jack Dylan Grazer.
Yeah, I love that you like, "Oh, I know the kid from
I
Shazam."
have
I'm like,
the
"Yeah, yeah."
IMDb page pulled up.
Okay, I thought you just pulled that one out of your ass, to be honest with you.
No. I got the Google the
Ah,
Google machine going because we're so
you're so
ancient.
yeah, we're so ancient.
To
And
be
you know
fair,
what?
my Spotify rap said I was 46 instead of 44.
No, you're an old soul.
Uh,
I don't have Spotify, so I don't know how old I am.
do you have Apple Music?
I do.
They have the same sort of thing.
I know. I am afraid to look at it. I
um,
and when I do look at it, I am not publishing it, by the way. I am not publishing it.
oh, see, now I really want to see it.
No. No
Okay,
one's gonna
to
see it.
be fair, my Spotify rap was not completely accurate because it doesn't count certain children's music performers.
Okay.
So, my number one song, according to my Spotify rap, was like The Fate of Ophelia. It's actually Can You Find the Cat by Super Simple Songs.
Okay. Well, mine's probably inaccurate too because when I plug my phone into my car, it automatically opens up a playlist
Mm-hmm.
of all my songs that are saved, and it
Yeah.
always does it in alphabetical order by song title.
Oh, we
So
were
the
talking about
first
this.
so the first song that always plays, I never listen to it in its entirety, but it counts it as a play,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the song like A Punk by Vampire Weekend, and I want to delete it so I don't ever have to hear that song again, but the next song that plays is Ayo by Lady Gaga, so then I'd have to delete that song, and so it would just be pointless for me because it's always gonna play a song I don't wanna hear,
Yeah.
and I would just permanently just be deleting songs until I eventually delete all my
Yeah.
songs.
See, I don't have that problem with Spotify.
So,
Though
yeah,
actually,
that's
Spotify said my number one song was Better Place by NSYNC.
alright. Let me see if I can find this. We'll do it for the pod, and then we'll wrap up. So let me find my
Okay.
replay. I don't even know where you find it, to be honest with you. Home, I guess. Library. Here we go. I found it.
Okay.
I found it. It's loading. All right. See, this is not surprising to me. My number one song is
Mhm.
A-Punk by Vampire Weekend. It's played 854 times. I did not listen to it 854 times. It played for 854 times for a short period of time. Number two is Ayo by Lady Gaga, which played 824 times. That is not the number 2 song I listened to. Number 3 is a song I don't even know what it is, but it played 732 times.
What is
A
it?
song called A-Town Hats, Hats with a Z, by Disturbin' the Peace. I have no idea what this is, but this is played 732 times, is what I said. Number 4, this is probably my first true song that I listened to.
Okay.
And I've only listened to it 21 times, so there's a big jump here. There's a giant leap. A tremendous leap. The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang. Number 5 played 19 times, so a slight drop in numbers, so this is like more accurate. The Teddy Bears, Punk Rocker, which was the song from Superman movie that came out this year.
Okay.
So really, I only have a top 2 because the first 3 don't count in my opinion. This is why I don't like this system.
No, so I did download another app called Trackify that can look
Yeah.
at your actual like Spotify numbers and tell you what your actual number 1 song is. My number 1 song
So it's
is Can You Find the Cat by Super Simple Songs. I am tortured by this song because my clients love this song. I have one client where this is like his song, like this is his go-to song. There are other kids in the center who will go, "Hey, cat," and then they start singing this song to me. Okay. My second song is There's a Hole in the Bottom of the Sea by Super Simple Songs.
super
Then I
simple
have Count
songs. I love
and
it.
Move. And then I have The Finger Family.
That sounds dirty to me for some reason. I don't know if I
Finally, I have Better Place by NSYNC.
So that is your first true song then, right? Your first
that's
true
like-
song. That's number 1.
Like there's like my client's songs and then there's my songs.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of this whole list thing. It don't exist in my dojo.
Otherwise, if I went by just the ones that are for me, my top 5 would be Better Place by NSYNC, The Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift, Opalite by Taylor Swift, Elizabeth Taylor by Taylor Swift, and Father Figure by Taylor Swift.
I'm exhausted by that list. Oh, okay. No variety, I see. It's either kids' music or Taylor Swift, with a cameo appearance by the Trolls song.
To be fair, that is my alarm every morning.
Okay, so they count that? That's how it
Yeah.
gets the plays? Because that was like, what, from like 2 years ago, or at least a year ago, right?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Okay. Like, because I was like, there's no way you're still like cranking that tune out all the time.
Oh, Patrick,
But-
of course I am.
But apparently you are.
You know my love of NSYNC.
I do, but you go to that song and not like a true classic like Bye 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 or something.
No, I play that too. I had to stop because the kids at work started singing it as like meow 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 meow.
No, that's obnoxious.
Yeah, because one of my coworkers keeps finding the animal versions of songs where it's like a dog like bark 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 bark, or meow meow for everything, even like the Demon Hunter songs.
The world is such a fucking weird place.
Yes.
The world is such a strange place. I love it. I
Oh,
love this
we
crazy
have to talk about
little
something
world.
else before we go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Have you
excited.
looked at the Matt Taylor TikToks that I've sent you?
Probably, but I don't know. I don't remember things, so I don't know.
Where
I don't even know what Matt Taylor is.
So, Matt
Keep on
Taylor
going, and I'll tell you.
is an art teacher who has a TikTok, and he makes these videos where he's like painting something. And
Oh, yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Taylor just kind of happens to look like Kevin James.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm like, who the fuck is Matt Taylor? Um, Speaking of TikTok, you sent this to me a few weeks ago. This is our TikTok corner, real quick. Um, there's a music box maker account on TikTok,
You're
and
obsessed with it now, man.
so uh, it's literally like this guy just goes on his computer and he makes like music box sheet music, like like a wind up music box.
Yeah.
And but he has a little like he actually has a music box and he takes it prints a little paper and it actually like does the jingle of the song. So you sent one to me that this person did of the MASH theme song.
Yes.
And I loved it and it was great. So like I jokingly like went into the comments and I was like, "Hey, do the Taxi theme song next."
Mm-hmm.
And this person privately messaged me. It was like, "Hey, if you share this and follow me, I will do the Taxi theme for you." So I was like, "Okay." So I shared it to I reposted it and then I followed the account
Mm-hmm.
and then the person was like, "Thank you." And then I forgot about it. And then like a month goes by, like 4 solid weeks, and I log into TikTok like the first time in like a day or two, and I have like a you've been mentioned in another post.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know who the person was posting. I thought it was like spam or something. I thought it was like that weird Sheryl Crow account that always like tags me in things. And
What?
um I'll get to that in a second. But it's that music box account, and the person's like, "This one's for Patrick M. Dunn," and like one other person, because they saw this other person named Jessica saw my comment and was like, "Yes, girl, yes, Taxi." So the Taxi theme song's on there as well. I'm gonna try to figure out how to save it, and we can put it on our Twitter or something. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. Anyway, remember like a couple years ago when I first got on TikTok and I was just telling you how I always got like Sheryl Crow videos?
Vaguely, yes.
Okay. So for whatever reason, I was always getting Sheryl Crow videos, and I like commented on one of them. I said, "I'm so excited to be part of like Sheryl Crow talk." And ever since then, like once a week, all these like Sheryl Crow fan bot accounts tag me in things, or follow me, or message me, and it's like
What?
different. It's different Sheryl Crow fan accounts. It's never the same one. There's like hundreds of these. There's hundreds of them. Look it
Wow.
up. I'll send
I'm
you
a
like
little
all my
scared
mentions.
now.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, I don't get messages on TikTok all the time, but like every now and then I just get like a little notification and it's something from a Sheryl Crow fan account.
The
Or
rest of
it'll
the
be
time
like
it's me
Sheryl.
sending you nonsense.
Yeah. It's like Sheryl Crow is now following you. And it's like when you click on it and they try to make it seem like it's really Sheryl Crow,
Oh,
but it's
I've got
not.
like 4 or 5 different Allison Sweeneys following me right now.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the world that I live in right now. That's why I don't like opening up TikTok, because I get inundated with Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Sheryl Crow. I'm gonna like try to reach out to the actual Sheryl Crow and be like, "Can you save me from this, Sheryl Crow? Can you come to my house and sing 'Are You Strong Enough to Be My Man'? Because I don't know if I am, but I want to be. I want to be Sheryl Crow. Save me from this madness." And then followed up with, "All I want to do is have some fun," because that's all I want to do is have some fun. All right.
Yeah, I have like
That's all I
4
got.
different like fake Allison Sweeneys following me right now.
Sammy Brady.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Sammy Brady today at work.
Really?
Yeah, because I was saying how in the new season of Stranger Things, like the younger sister who was like 2 years old in the first season is now like 10, but it's only been like 3 years in real life. And someone's like, "It's only a TV show, Patrick." And I was like, "It's not only a TV show, but it is a TV show." But I'm like, it's the same thing they did to Sammy Brady, where she was like 5 one year, and then all of a sudden she's like a 20-year-old woman the next season. like married with kids. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, she
Yeah.
literally was like in preschool yesterday. What just happened? What did you like kidnap a woman, a grown woman, Marlena Evans, and pretend it was your daughter? Ugh, I'm tired.
Marlena would never.
No. Maybe she was programmed when she was in the gilded birdcage when Stefano captured her.
Oh, Stefano.
I love it. You know what? I don't know why Marlena was like freaking out about being trapped in a giant-sized bird cage, because I would fucking love it. I would love if someone just put me in a bird cage and I just fucking stayed in there and just chilled. That would be like my ideal life. Just give me some books and some TV, maybe some fucking pretzels or something. I'd be content. I'd be fucking content for the rest of my life. Wouldn't you?
I don't know. Do I have books?
Yeah, you can have books.
I can have books? Okay, then I'm chill.
All right. Want to play this game that I made up?
Oh, God.
It's not really a game, but I was telling someone at work the other night. I was like, you know what? I don't think I would mind being in prison, to be honest. I was like, I think I would enjoy it.
You would thrive. You would thrive.
I would have a solid home. I would have a solid home I don't have to pay for. I'd have 4 walls. Some of them would be bars, granted. I'd have a bed. I'd have a roommate. I'd have a little like cafeteria I can go and hang out with people. I can go to the gym every day. I can find Jesus. I can pray. I got like a hospital. I get free care. I don't know. People would send me cigarettes and stuff like that, and I can go out in the courtyard and smoke cigarettes and like hang out with my boys. Go like have communal showers. It just sounds like a great place. I don't know. I don't know why everyone's like always like worried about going to prison.
This is the clip they're going to play on Dateline one day.
I hope
48
so.
hours. I don't know which one of us is dead, but this is the clip that's going to play.
I know. This is going to be the incriminating evidence right here. You don't have to go to work every day. You can just stay home in prison. And you know what? If you're good, maybe they'll send you to like another prison where you have like a little bit more freedom.
Wait,
and
I don't think you get in like snow or ice?
No, not at all. You might be able to make like a 10-minute phone call once a month, and you can just record me, and we could just make podcast clips out of it. Like we could still do the podcast somehow. Like I won't be able to watch all the TV shows, but you can like tell me about a Man with a Plan episode that you watched from like 10 years ago. And then I'll like give you my thoughts on it, and then you just like take the audio and throw it on fucking Apple Podcast app or something.
Behind bars.
Yeah, AVSP Behind Bars with your host, Kat Elstead, the author, and Patrick M. Dunn, the prisoner.
Oh my God.
Live from jail, everybody. Live from, what's the name of the place? The Rock, Alcatraz. I don't know. Maybe I'd try to like break out like the Joker from 1966 Batman style, where he's playing baseball and he like the home base is like a fucking catapult that sends him over the wall. Or I'd fucking dig a hole and like climb through a poop tunnel like fucking the Shawshank movie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Or that one like Bugs Bunny cartoon where it's like the guy trying to escape prison and he like digs a hole and he gets out, but then he like crawls up into a truck, but it's the TV that's being delivered back to the warden, and then the warden takes the TV back to his wife's house, and he's like living in the television pretending to be like all the shows that the warden's watching with his family. You know that cartoon?
I vaguely have a memory of that cartoon. You have a vivid memory of that cartoon, and I'm very concerned right now.
I have to send that. I just saw it on a link to it actually on the AVSP Twitter account. There's like someone had a link to it, and I watched it in its entirety. I will send it to you.
Okay.
I gotta find it again though. It is the best fucking cartoon ever made. It is brilliant. It's like 3 minutes long. It's like those old shorts from like the 50s, 40s, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You will fucking love it. Give me like an hour and a half, and I'll find it for you.
Okay.
All right. That's all I got. That's all she wrote. We're hitting the 2-hour mark almost.
Yeah.
We got to wrap this up. We're boring people. I got to delete the evidence of me wanting to go to prison, but I'm just going to leave it in because I don't care. You know what? If anyone makes it this far into the episode, good for you. If you made it this far in the episode of me wanting to go to prison, send us a tweet at Very Podcast and just like put hashtag like Patrick behind bars or something. Just do that up. Do that up, girl. All right.
I'm going to forget all about this.
Where can you follow? What's that?
And then when I listen to the podcast, I'm going to be like, what the F, Patrick?
Yeah, like, what does Patrick behind bars hashtag mean?
What
is
is
it? You'll
this?
forget all about it. You'll forget all about it. I'll forget about it too.
Honestly, you're going to like edit this and have it up in like 24 hours probably.
Yeah, but I'll still forget.
I will still forget.
I don't even remember what we did last week, so no idea. Don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't either, so
Yeah.
we're golden.
That's how our minds work as for people of a certain age.
I've got all kinds of stuff in my head. Half the time,
Yeah.
it's can you find the cat?
Yeah. No, we cannot. I don't know where the cat is. Or it's the bye to meow, meow, meow. All right. Where can you follow our wild ass adventures, Cuddle, said the author. Where can you follow us?
You can follow us on Twitter at Very Podcast, and then Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Tumblr. We are at A Very Special Podcast, all spelled out. And a veryspecialpodcast.com. You've found us somehow, so comment, rate us, review us, comment, leave comments for us.
Send us
please.
nudes.
Don't
Send us nudes.
I don't want the nudes, Patrick. I didn't want nudes
All
from
right.
you.
All right. Sorry about that. Don't send us nudes. But you can if you want. If you want, send them to me.
Send them
And I'll
to Patrick.
like, yeah, send them to me. All right. Very.
I don't know how I can
inappropriate, but
explain
who
that to my
cares?
boyfriend Kevin.
All right. Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm done. I'm broken.
How do we end this? How do we end this show?
We'll be back soon. I don't know when. I don't know with what. But it is a holly jolly jamboree.
Yes, Santa sleighs all day. I don't know. Peace out, Boy Scout.